Good to go. Welcome along. Monday night, 17th of June 2019. We're here for the Palm Beach Grand Finals. There's our who to kick off the first game. Dave Parker is with me. Matthew Gilbertson here from Palm Beach Touch. We'll be commentating tonight along with some guests as we go through the night. So we have McKnights tapping off in the mixed Division 1 Grand Final. Lots of names we know there. Hopefully those watching will be familiar with the players as well. We have Dave Maher in the middle there right now.
Airmech have quite a star-studded lineup here, really. They've got current Queensland and Australian players playing for them.
Good play the ball, short pass, nicely done. The link didn't set now.
So we've got young Abby King here in the middle for Old School. It's current Cowboys women's NRL player.
Tristan Manor there, bouncing around.
What's the referee? Oh, the referee's called a touch
Yeah,
here.
looked like a touch from me here over the top of the spectators.
Yep.
Stuck the hand out there. Kylie Bellingham, one of the committee members here. Long-time touch player. Oh, and they're away into the corner. Mookie James chasing down.
Young Mook Jr. there. Current Aussie men's 30s player. Just recently come back from World Cup with a gold medal.
And Ryan Pollock running up there as well. Let's see how they ruck off their line here.
Looks like they come into their sub box here.
Subset.
Scotty Mulligan there. There's a name from the past.
What's the history of Scott, Dave?
Scotty played. Pretty sure Scotty played some Aussie youth. May have played Aussie 18s back in the day. Definitely played a lot of Sharks touch for the region.
Another score in the corner there. So 2-0 now to McKnights, it looks like. Who was that running away there? Number 24 for Airmech with some wheels. We'll grab that name in a sec. Was it Davey? It was Dave Maher. It was Dave Maher. Showing he can run as well as pass.
Yeah. Let's see if Old School can get a hit back here. They need to get on the board and not let this game get away from them early on.
Well, here's the Sharks Opens mixed coach out there with young AB King now, John Pini. Let's see what they can conjure up together.
Chris Taff on the sweep.
Oh, yeah, that's
nice low dive.
Oh, very close.
Good touch there by Mark Hartley, getting off the line there.
Beautiful dive that.
Nice slide dive by Chris Taff. Chris was one of those members of the successful Sharks Mixed Open team at NTLs recently.
I've had the chance to referee games with him in it the last couple of weeks. He's got some absolute speed and agility.
He's very quick. Got a good pass on him too. He's come a long way in the last 12 months. He's been working very hard on his game.
You see another subset from Airmech. Now they're able to just run through on the last set and score. Let's see if Old School can hold them out here. Abby King defending in the middle over some Australian players as well, so they do have some talent. Let's see if they get themselves put it together. We have another Australian player out there.
Michelle Evans on the field now. She's Aussie women's
30s, 35s?
35s, yes. They got a gold medal recently as well. Michelle's been around a long time, played a lot of mixed, so a very experienced campaigner. Looking for a punish there, but
well defended.
Airmech's defended quite well.
Yep.
Not moving forward there.
Good call. Retreating without really anyone committing to the touch. Well done. They do have space here on the left-hand edge if they can get the long ball out. Oh, there's another dive.
Great touch there by, is that Aaron Moore, is it?
Yes, it does look like Aaron. Yep. Damien Moore.
Damien Moore. We got our Moores mixed up.
Thanks to our stats guy in the back corner here, Mitch. Not the greatest strike up there. And that's the space in the left-hand edge. They are coming away.
They've given away the penalty
Second
here.
Penalty again.
Well, Old School need to capitalise on this field position here, and
very experienced referee out there in John Vigeland, so he'll have good control out there, and he's out there with Mitch Perrin and Cameron Turner this evening for our mixed Open Grand Final.
All very experienced referees out there. So Old School trying to get Airmech to come off the line here and get the dump on the 5 metre line.
Oh, there it is.
Great cover there by Mook
touch.
Jr. Abby King very dangerous in the middle there. Has a lot of time with the ball.
Some questions here over whether there was a touch there or not.
I think we just roll the ball here. Referee's never wrong, hey Matt?
Never wrong. I've never seen one wrong yet. Even when I thought they were. Nice agility.
Yeah. Abby King's playing some very good touch at the moment. She's just come back from a game this weekend in Townsville where the Cowboys took on the Titans, but unfortunately they weren't able to get the win there. The Titans got over them, but she's playing some very good touch at the moment.
That was unfortunate. Well, they've got the ball back, so that actually is the 3rd penalty in a row, and technically speaking, someone should be sitting out behind the sub box. We're playing the 8th edition rules here of touch, so they were trialled at the NTL, and Palm Beach Touch has been running them for the whole season. So that's 3 repeat penalties, and I think you'll see that John is going to correct him here on that right now. No, maybe not.
No, they're keeping their 6 on.
Keeping their 6 on. We've got Ryan Parker.
Yeah, young Ryan Parker in the middle here. He's
back from his holiday in Canada.
And gets the first try for Old School.
Lovely step.
Nice split there from half off the pass from Abby King, and
shades of Drummy on the little step and fall over the line there. Well, dive over the line, I should say.
At least he's done something good tonight, if nothing else, for the rest of the night.
We won't talk about what that means from a home life, Dave. We'll keep it to touch. All right, so here we go.
Yeah, so Old School need to defend this touchdown now. They've pretty much nearly every time Airmech have got down the line here, they've looked very threatening. So,
and they do have their A-grade defensive side out there with Tristan, Ryan, and
Chris Taffen
as well.
Yep. Looking for a 4-on-3 play here.
Nice defence by the link there. Not sure who that player is in the links.
That's
we just get her name before. We've forgotten it already.
Yeah.
Oh, nice chopping line.
Chop
Stevie O'Keefe. Well defended. Okay, they've had a complete set from halfway and they've defended it. So that's the best defensive effort from Old School so far.
Let's see how they get off their line here now. Get some yards, get the ball down the other end. They're looking to go direct, not go to their sub box here. Nice direct set.
Well, they did just defend that one set, so they should be able to gas it up the field.
Looking for a strike dump on the end of this and hopefully a repeat set.
Yep, down for the fast time, Chris. Nice pass. Good wing defence from Zara Hartley out there.
Hartley.
Another Old School Queensland player.
Yeah, back in the day. She
it's good to see Zara running.
Specialist winger.
She out there having recovered from some serious knee issues over the last couple of years.
Yep. Some good rucking here from Airmech. Some great yards.
It's a late pass. John's got it. He's right there. Great position, referee.
Yep. Oh, Mookie's not happy. That's one player that you can tend to get under the skin of is young Mook. He gets quite fiery at times.
A little bit of white line fever.
Oh, he's a competitor, Mook. He doesn't like to lose.
And there's another guy that doesn't like to lose. John Penny running onto the ball there, steaming onto it.
Great drive out of the box.
And here we go. They've got a chance to strike here on the back of this set. Well done, Michelle. Unfortunately, the link wasn't there to take advantage of that.
So,
who's that there in link now?
A young fella. I haven't seen him before. He looks quite lively though.
And they've handed it over up the other end of the field. Good set. Let's see Airmech now driving back off their line, trying to keep the ball alive. No yards there that time.
Yeah. Well, a bit bogged down here.
Yeah, they've wasted 3 touches, nothing doing.
Wasted more time here. We just need to get on with the game instead of worrying about the referees.
Good body position there from Michelle Evans. It's one of the things I like watching about in these games. You see the players that have been well coached and have the experience. Just even in midfield touches, their body position is just spot on. Always inside hand, front foot.
Yeah, always taking that step to protect their short side, making sure they don't get beaten on that short side. So let's see who Old School bring out now for their. They've got a few touches up their sleeve here to get an attack.
Tristan's coming onto the field to attack for these last couple of touches with his young apprentice.
Yeah, we got young Mad Dog, yeah. Known to his mates as Mad Dog. He's quite quick. Him and Tristan work very well together in these situations. Tristan's probably his go-to guy in this team.
Oh, bad luck. It was a nice pass. Michelle perhaps just wasn't quite ready for it. Not really an OZ playing on the link like that, but interesting play. If Michelle hadn't been able to catch it on the fly, who knows what overlap they would have created. Looks like another subset coming. Mark Hartley driving to the box.
Old School have worked their way back into this this game here. They've taken a bit of momentum away from Airmech, I feel.
Definitely an arm wrestle we're into right now. You would have liked to perhaps think that way too much time for Ryan Pollock with that ball, and he didn't do anything with it.
Yep. Too much time to think for the old man there.
He's another Australian player, Ryan. Properly represented New Zealand as well at some stage, has he?
Ryan? I don't think he's ever represented New Zealand.
Okay, always Australia. I know he's part of the Australian mixed crew.
Yeah, he was the Aussie mixed captain many years ago. You see Ryan on the great drive there by Ryan
pickup by
Parker.
Mad Dog as well, and that's gone forward surely.
Yeah.
Yes, the referee agrees.
I think Old School, too many times they're looking for that that miracle long ball. Great strike dump there by Ryan Parker. I think Mad Dog just need to put his head down and try and get that offside penalty and just keep playing direct.
Probably the difference in the game early, you've seen that Airmech have their hole runners are perhaps a little bit more there, ready to hit the advantage line than what.
Not sure what the call was there, but the touch count hasn't restarted. Yes, just went through the roll ball.
Some confused communication there, perhaps from the players. The referee's allowed it to continue. Questionable pass out of half there. Nice pick up, Davey Marr, and a lovely ball and nearly a great catch.
Not a great pass there for Jade Hipperson, but quite nearly catchable. Was if she'd have got hold of that, we had an unmarked winger on the outside in Emily Phillips.
Mad Dog taking the available yards into Ryan Parker, and the ball's gone to ground, John. Oh, wow. Very fortunate there. We don't like seeing those. There. It's either a penalty or it's ball down, not roll it again. That's what we want to see. Still driving well up the middle. They're going direct, aren't they? On Skool. Here we go.
Don't need to slow it down here. Just keep the roll going.
Oh, Johnny was the man to pass that to as well.
Maybe the passive play was on there, but
could have been a step deeper. Made it easier for the 2-on-1 out the back.
Yep. Bit hard to throw that pass over that middle that split hard.
Yes.
So Nikki Marr, or Mayer, I think they pronounce the last name, on the wing. Here for Old School, making that touch just before.
Okay.
Partner of...
good hands there, Mark Hartley.
Partner of Ty Russell.
Oh, okay. Big pass out. It's to be caught. Well done. Kylie running the blocker.
Call that.
And the referee's going to come back for the forward pass.
Call that pass forward.
From the angle we sit, it certainly did look forward.
Old School have got to keep these yards going. Their last few sets they've made some quite good yards. See if they can finish this ball down the other end again and make Airmech come off their line.
They are really driving well. They're staying away from the box, and their subs are able to sweep on with some pace and attack. So you'd have to say their third and fourth touches have been really productive. I'm not sure about the mark on that one, but we've got away with it. Hey, here we go, a race. Mookie Jr.'s winding up. Mad Dog's got some wheels.
Mad Dog's going to get there.
He's going to get there. Well done. Who are the defenders? Tristan's working back. We're going to have to...
Maybe Mook maybe 5-10 years ago you wouldn't have caught him, but...
He did wind up very well over those first 15 to 20 metres.
Those old legs don't go as fast as they used to.
Mad Dog is definitely quick.
We spread the ball here, but Old School have recovered well. Middles are very far apart here though for Old School.
Not much set up, bringing Ryan Pollock on. Now this will be deadly. Hartley, Queensland rep. Dave Marr, Australian rep. Ryan Pollock, Australian rep. Mark Hartley's probably played for Australia too, mind you. Don't want to discredit him there as well.
So a penalty there for not moving forward against Old School.
There's been a couple the other end. So see Tristan questioning Cameron there just to get the proper explanation as to who it was and why. Now he's committing.
So you see Tristan,
he's in the play there.
He likes to get out and make.
Oh, that's.
Oh, he just got.
He got overcommitted on the compete there.
He did. I like it though how he got out and wanted to make the touch.
It was a good aggressive touch.
Good aggressive touch. Got out and made the touch. Gave his other teammates a chance to get back on side, with that touch being nice and imminent.
Yeah, what you can see there, Tristan, as well, is he actually put his body into that touch without really giving away a penalty. So he didn't push, he didn't get the knee right in there. He just made the roll ball difficult without interfering. And unfortunately, wasn't able to compete.
Yeah, Dave, just a bit smarter there for him in the end.
There might be a little bit of an age difference in there that might have helped Davey Maher in that particular agility drill.
Yep.
The thinking was there. Of course, in the old days, last year with the 7th edition rules, that would have surely been a shadow and a penalty for offside.
So we got the PNG Flyer on the field now. Robert Brewitt.
Robbie Brewitt coming back from injury this season as well with an knee injury. Nice play. Where are you, Robbie?
Coming back from the ACL.
Oh, nearly through.
Touch was made there by the young link.
And is Rob's boy out there tonight? So
I haven't seen Raven out there.
Raven, young. It's good to see the families playing together, even in our mixed division one. Robbie's got his daughter and his son in his team, and his daughter's on the far wing from the camera position.
She's one of our junior rep players playing in our 18 girls team at the moment.
So father and daughter out there together, defending now that right-hand edge, and here goes Stevie right through. Steve O'Keefe scores, takes it out to 5-1.
That's quite poor defence there by Old School.
It looked a little bit gassed in the middle there. There wasn't a lot of energy there.
I think Tristan thought that Chris was going to make the touch here and didn't get there, and just couldn't get there in the end.
There was no insurance policy at the back.
No. Need to get that separation in the middle, especially in that part of the field. Touch 4 and 5. Get that saver middle tucked in behind.
Something totally irrelevant here is Old School kickoff, and I just saw the hat exchange from Tristan to Ryan here. What's your view on playing in a hat at night, Dave Parker?
With a head like his, mate, you got to wear a hat. Got a proper hair there, keep it out of his eyes.
Yeah,
you know.
Even in the day, I struggle to play with a hat, and that might be just the heat coming out of my head. But
you might have a better looking head than
definitely not.
Than most blokes,
not these young roosters today. Like
me, I got to wear a hat everywhere I go with a head like mine. But
take him outside there, Abby. I don't know.
Abby's got to be a little bit more decisive there. She's they're letting her.
They're giving her time with the ball.
They're giving her time with the ball, so let her pick her option, and then they're defending off that. So Abby's just got to be a bit more decisive.
Well picked up by Mitch there, a roll ball error. Now let's see what they can do. Can they call their way back? We are only a minute and a half from half time here.
5-2.
We want to see 5-2. That's what we'd like to see for the game's sake. It's 5-1 currently. We can hear in front of us Ryan Pollock trying to get the team to defend properly this set. And Dave Maher with him.
Yep.
Oh, that's a dive over.
That's a try.
That's a dive over. Yep. Well done, Chris. Beautiful dive.
Good honesty there by Damon Moore there.
They get the hit back.
Yep. And Coley Bellingham, good honesty as well.
Yep.
It's signalling to the referee that she didn't make the touch.
Great position from Mitch too. He was right there for it.
Dive from a long way out there, Chris, but he's got a great dive on him. Got very low. Very hard to defend.
So last set before the half. Well, it's probably returned. Yep, 20 seconds to go. 20 seconds to go.
Looking for a strike here. Ryan
Dave Maher, Ryan Mookie. Here we go.
Got a bit of urgency.
It'll go. Oh, gone long. Nice pass. Oh, and dropped it. Dropped on the wing, and that will be the turnover, and that will be the hooter for half time.
It's just effortless there for young Mook, that pass.
Half-time hooter's gone, or it should have gone. Half-time it is.
Well, Mitch's whistle, he's blowing half-time.
Well, at 5-2, you'd prefer to be there than 5-1. You know, Old School, after that first 3 touchdowns that they did, really, it's 2-all, isn't it? So that first 5 minutes was really costly.
Yeah.
I wonder whether they can get themselves back into it. What do you think, Dave? I'm going to leave you with some thoughts. I'll be back in 60 seconds.
Yeah, I think Old School can get back into it. I can imagine the...
Reminder, all teams' nominations for next season are now open. Next season is a quicker turnaround than normal. So it's only $50 to nominate your team, and then a further $150 discount for all fees to be paid before round 1.
I can imagine the chat in the Old School box would be all about their defence, sticking to policy, getting the chat up. Airmech, I don't think they really need to change too much. Just keep rucking the ball and sticking to policy. Finishing the ball down the other end and make Old School ruck the ball down to the other end if they want to score. Should be a interesting second half.
At the completion of the games, just a reminder, all divisions, there is a presentation upstairs. At the completion of each game, there was a prize for the winning team and a runners-up drink voucher for all runners-up. So presentation straight after the games.
So the senior set for Old School to...
1 minute, players, referees. Make your way back to the field, please. 1 minute.
To come back here. I think they probably really need to be the next
Well, they are
team
going back.
to
Just a
score.
reminder, tomorrow night, Queensland Touch will be in town. They are coming here doing a governance review of the whole structure of the game. So if anyone has anything constructive or destructive, please come along and have your say. Don't be those whingers who sit on the fence and say, this is what you should do. You want to have a say, come along and have your say on the structure of the game moving forward. Tomorrow night, here in the club, 6 o'clock.
Demo.
So we've got
Dive in with your knees.
both players, both teams taking the field. Here we've got less than a minute to the restart of the game. We've got Old School with the tap off. If they can be the first to score here, put some pressure back on Airmech and cut that lead down to 2. So we got Mad Dog taking the tap. Let's see what they've... oh, that's a poor error from the start of the first half. Didn't even get to second touch. So Ryan Pollock drives the ball forward. Looking for a buddy here. Shell Evans making the touch. Steve O'Keefe rucking the ball forward. Mook drives the ball on here. Trying to get set up here for their 5th touch here. Dave Marr picks up. Well defended there by Old School.
Much better than their first half defensive set.
Much
off
better.
The tap.
Wasn't very good off the tap though by Old School.
Oh, did they? They
dropped the ball.
They mucked it up. Okay,
Yep.
I missed that part.
Yep. Let's see if they can make some redemption here and get a strike on the end of this set here.
And again, they're racking up the middle of the field quite well. Shell. I'd like to see Shell and Abby take on that winger and link combination there with Kylie and...
Yep, I think they need to back themselves a little bit
Oh,
more.
great dive and touch.
Yeah,
Steve O'Keefe.
Steve O'Keefe. He's another player who's
Really
come back
stepping
from,
up.
Yeah, and he's come back from injury himself. His second season back from injury after knee reconstruction.
Heartbreak for Steve too. He had 2 knee reconstructions. He did the first one and then he did the second one in quick succession. So, having had 2 knee recos myself, I feel his pain. Good to see him out there running around, and that he's got his pace back.
He has. So looking for a strike here. They haven't got great yards off this set.
But boy,
they've
give
got,
it.
No.
Oh, great good position there from Latani on the wing there.
Yep. Got to get forward here though. Ryan's driving the ball, looking for a sub here.
There.
Same with Chris.
Tristan and Chris.
Johnny's on. Keep that roll going. No half though. Lost all momentum there.
Yeah. Well done, Abby.
Yeah,
Bit of doubt. Oi, and we've coughed it up.
Yeah.
Not the greatest transitioning set to the other end of the field, was it? And hence they've turned over the ball on the 10 metre line.
Airmech won the battle for field position there. They're going to get in range here with a couple of touches up their sleeves to get a strike on the end of this.
And one of the best scoopers out there, Ryan Pollock's in it. Going to be at half.
Yep.
Well, they've given
So
it
they
to
got
Steve.
one more touch up their
Dave
sleeve.
Maher, long ball to the winner.
Great
and
hands
they're
by
also-
Emily Phillips. Pass back inside. Young Emily Phillips. Also, one of our junior rep players who's in our 16s girls side. Just come back from Queensland Schools champs representing South Coast.
Beautiful hands, great light fingered catch and throw back into Mookie Jr.
Yes, Emily's also one of those players who's over the last 12 months has developed enormously, playing a lot of touch at the moment. Old School really need to hit back here if they're going to keep themselves in the game. Ryan Parker there trying to direct things in the middle, trying to get their play set up.
There we go. Setting up with Craig Maddox.
Yeah, Craig needs to get himself involved here. He's been
Quite very good low as well, Craig, normally. Yeah, nice play and great dive from Kylie, and she got the touch. She's out of position there, Kylie, in that one.
Must have just got there. Great dive by Nikki.
Nikki Mayer.
Yeah. So Airmech here, they've just got to play the percentages here, keep driving the ball, finish the ball down the other end, and make Old School come the distance if they want to score. I'm sure that's the message that Ryan and Dave will be giving their team.
Big Junior putting on the wheels.
Great touch, great cover there by Craig.
Very good cover. Very close call. Mitch was in a very good spot.
But once again, Airmech finishing the ball at the other end of the field.
Right on the defensive, right on the attacking try line for him. Defensive for
Old School have got to go the full distance if they want to have any success in this set.
Old School look much better when they've gone direct up the middle. When they ruck towards the box, they haven't looked as good, particularly after that first 5 minutes. Yeah, what's Tristan got out of half? He's taken on Mark Hartley. Short, and there's no winger there. Got the numbers mixed up.
Yeah, you were the winger, Michelle.
Big overlap on the left too. Bit of a shame they didn't feed that out to the left. But at least they've got the ball up to the 5 metre zone, 7 metre zone, I should say. Better rucking set.
He's using the winger here, Mark Hartley. I'm just going to drive the box, get some fresh players on. Oh, forward pass off the ruck there.
Well picked up.
Yeah, by Cameron.
Little ruck infringements, forward passes, not stepping over properly, not square. They're things that we try and get our referees to focus on. Not always easy, particularly when players are in their ears. But they've done a good job of picking up that forward pass.
Let's see what Old School can offer here. Tristan trying to orchestrate the attack. Chris Taff need to get him set up on those 4-on-3s or those sweeper plays. Using his.
There hasn't been any sweepers that Old School have run yet, have they? Really?
Use him on the sweeper plays.
There we go, back in, and there's your play right try there. Well done, Tristan. Nice dive and twist away from the defender on the line.
And that try all comes back from Chris's previous efforts where he's looked to step back inside and score. So Ryan's probably overcompensated a little bit there to try and protect the inside, and as he should. He's got to be there, but the link. Probably just half a step short there.
Yeah, not far away, Zara. She was pretty close. But here we're back in this arm wrestle again, and if the game stays the way it is in this arm wrestle, Old School will certainly rue those first 3 touchdowns they let in. The first 3 sets they defended.
Yeah. Important that they defend this set here now, and not let Airmech score straight away and undo all that hard work.
There's a dodgy roll ball there off the first touch, and the referees didn't pick that one up. But anyway, we'll keep going.
Yeah, and play to the whistle.
play to the whistle. Interesting again for 4 roll balls in a row. 4 roll balls in a row for Zara.
Get her in doing some work.
Dave Maher with
not a great pass there by Dave.
A little too low.
Yep.
Maybe Ryan didn't have to be that flat as well on that, but it was a little low. Combination of factors there meant that Ryan had to stop and go back and low.
At least Old School have defended their touchdown, and
well done, Michelle. And
see if they can complete this set and finish the ball down the other end. And
that's great rucking in their first 2 touches.
Well, we're going nowhere on those 2 touches.
Unfortunately, they blew that early advantage.
Yeah, that's the last touch.
And Craig Oh, he's chucked it to Mookie again.
Mook loves the channel.
And he's got it twice, and here's Chris hunting him down.
Oh, he's going to get there.
Is he going to get him?
Oh, he
what
did.
a great dive.
Chase. Great chase. No one at home, though, for Old School.
Oh, nice pass. What was the pass? Was it all good?
Clear.
It's been cleared.
Yep.
And there we go, 7-2. Great chase, Chris. Unrewarded by your teammates.
Yep.
Lovely swerve and dive. I mean, Mookie, I thought he was away when he put the angle on, but no. Chris was able to turn and dive to get him down. That's actually, to keep your footing and get that dive to happen, that's impressive.
Young Mook there, he's got hands like baseball mitts. He sticks in those big mitts of his.
Yeah,
That's 2 intercepts for him this game.
I'm not sure what the attackers were seeing, frankly, because he's not hard. He's hard to see. Not hard to see.
Yeah,
not hard to see in there.
He's a big frame.
All right, so we've got a change up here. We've got Robbie and John Penny on the field with Nicky.
So Robbie loves his MLs, so we might see Robbie set up here for his
favourite ML.
for his favourite ML. No, staying wide.
Oi, and we've copped the ball up with touches to spare. Coach Killer, the coach is out there, and he dropped it.
It's been the story tonight a little bit for Old School.
Another questionable roll ball there. We're going to get the players stepping over the roll ball. Well done, Kylie. That's the way to do it.
So we got Rob's wife out on the wing here too. So we got
The whole family.
The whole family in this team. Great pick up there by Dave Marr.
Well, good touch in the middle. Was he back to 7? The referee's called him onside, so he was onside.
Was questionable, but we'll go with the ref's call.
The refs have been very good overall tonight in this first game, and they are very good here overall as well. Of course, when you play the game, you don't see it that way, but from the sideline, it's easy to say that they're doing a good job, and they actually are.
Old School just lacking a bit of urgency here with their rucking. It's just a little bit pedestrian, and therefore Nicky's been caught from half and turned the ball over on halfway.
10 minutes to go, it's 4 touchdowns. It's not insurmountable if they get a bit of a roll on, but we're going to have to see some more urgency for Old School here.
So Airmech will have a few touches up their sleeve here to get set up.
Switch play.
The switch
going to be
was
well
on.
defended. It's going to be well defended. Ryan was there in defence.
It was a catch that could have been made.
Yeah, the pass was fine.
Let's see if they got a bit more urgency here with their rucking now.
Is it the red
more
set?
Drive.
Not a great deal of urgency yet, although Craig and Tristan, we've given it straight back to Mookie. Again, 3 times, 3 intercepts.
We just got to put our heads down and ruck the ball there. It's someone's got to take ownership of their rucking here, Old School.
You already had the defender turned around, and to chuck him the ball is just unforgivable.
Yep. So they're going to get at least 3 cracks at the line here. And you would think with the attacking prowess that Airmech have in their team that they're
going to get another one.
They're going to get one here.
Setting up for a counties with Davey Marr, off to Mookie and the step inside and the dive, and as
Abby was
sleeping in the
half a step late there again.
That lack of urgency and early positioning is the difference between these two sides right now.
Yep.
And it's showing on the scoreboard 8-3.
We see that a lot with our young defenders. They watching the touches being made instead of reacting before
thinking about what's coming next.
Yes, reacting before the touch is made. Abby trying to work hard here now to
make up for
get one back for her team. Oh, nearly another intercept there for Damon Moore.
They're all trying to get on board the intercept train.
I
think
think
been the driver and conductor in the middle of it so far.
Airmech have got this game well in hand, so why not try your hand at a few
well done, Michelle.
intercepts.
Not an ideal switch, but they're keeping the ball alive here. Let's see what they're going to set up.
Get up! Sweeper, go! Just go! Get
So we got Chris
Sweeper
on the
for Chris.
sweeper. Well defended there by Ryan
It
Polly.
was very good defence and their middle across there too.
Yep. Abby with she'll step back, look to feed Chris.
Yes,
well done to the link. That's young Phillips as well.
Young Emily, she saw that coming.
The difference in defence this end from the other end was Em was there.
That's right, she saw it coming. Emily plays in my Super Series women's team, and we're always tipping our players to. Abby loves to run that 2-step, so she was well onto that.
How did your Super Series team go this season, Dave?
It was a bit of a mismatch. We had had a few wins, but not enough. And unfortunately, we lost a few players early on, and then some players decided not to turn up. So in the end, I think it was a season that could have been. But I think some of the young players that played developed well, and will be better for it in the next season, hopefully.
Just while we see Old School rock over to their box, what sort of development, as your coach of the Super Series women's team, what sort of development did you see from your younger players in particular? What areas in particular were you looking at?
Just the confidence in being able to have a go themselves without feeling as though they can't do it, without the older players giving them the right to, taking ownership of, if something's in front of you, call the ball and have a go.
Yeah. That's been one of the benefits, and you're seeing a bit of this out here tonight. I mean, a young Riven who's not out there who plays with Old School, but you see young players like him playing at this level with their older players, getting the experience, and it's good to see in both these teams that it's not just dominated by the star players. They're actually giving everyone a go on the field here.
100%. I know Old School, I can't probably speak for Airmech too much, but the big emphasis on trying to get those young players involved in both their mixed and men's teams, trying to bring a couple of those young guys through.
And of course, it's one of the great things about touch is we have this awesome mixed game where men and women compete together on the same field, and there's not another code like it.
No, and usually you find that the difference between a good mixed team and not is, how well do the girls compete against the men?
Yeah, and how well do they interact with the boys on the field? That's communication and skill set. Here we go, Ryan and Craig Maddock, Mad Dog, trying to set up, and they've got this. Oh, give it.
Nice
long ball to the wing and dropped.
Oh, yes! Good job,
Dropped, caught, and then touched before the ball went to ground.
Probably the short pass could have been on there.
Well, Ryan was open, clearly open on that play, and the short ball first up would have scored, and another one missed. Nice play though overall, except for the finish. Back to halfway, keeping the ball alive, and Airmech can play with this. No, that's ball to ground, yep, no control over that.
Bit of chat there from young Mook.
It might have been that white line fever we spoke about earlier.
Mitch isn't taking any of that tonight, as he shouldn't. Airmech just need to be disciplined here. They've got the game well in hand and no need to give away silly penalties.
Mitch Perrin's very used to handling disputes. He is a local police officer, so...
now young Mook's been subbed.
Push over!
And the officer will not take that sort of stuff. And rightly so. Oh, this should be a bit of a shove in that. Oh, that's a professional penalty.
Yep.
That's going to go to the back. Yep. That's a professional foul. No need for it. You're 5 tries up. It's a professional. Yeah, it's a professional.
So Scott Mulligan, that is there. And never got
a brain fade. Just put his hand in the play when it was never there. Gave the shove before that in the touch. So they're obviously a bit fired up a bit here about Airmech. So firstly, Mookie getting subbed, and then professional penalty given away means time up the end of the field.
We'll see what Old School can do here against 5 players. So Michelle's gone through.
Can the winger break free?
Emily's claiming the touch. Emily's claiming the touch. Yep, and they've given it.
Yep. And haven't blown the late pass because of the call of the touch, but fair enough for the touch.
Great touch by Emily. So
they've wasted the chance with 5 to score. Now the player in the bin will be there for a compulsory 4 sets.
So two sets from Airmech and 2 from Old School.
Yes. And I just need to remember which one counted as the first set. Did that last one? I think it did.
Yes, it did. Great play. They're going to score here with 5 players.
Yeah.
That's ball down.
Fantastic up the wing try. Set up by Dave Marr, finished off by our young winger.
And that's just the difference in the urgency of the 2 teams at the moment. Yeah. Airmech rocked that ball well to their box, got fresh players on. Great try down the wing there. Gallant chase by Old School.
We have to say with under 3 minutes left that it's certainly game over. But let's see what Old School have got for us if they're bag of tricks up their sleeve.
I'm sure Tristan has a tap-off play here. But he's
moved to the wing, so that's going to be interesting.
Yeah. maybe the old legs are feeling it a little bit. You know, not as sprightly as he once was, carrying a couple extra kilos these days, young Tristan.
Chasing his kids around surely will keep him fit. It keeps anyone fit these days. But yeah, not moving forward. We're giving away the penalty here. We're inside 2 minutes. We see a lot of teams try and milk this 2 minute time by just not forcing the referee to blow penalties.
Not wanting to make touches.
Nice, play the ball. And here's a second penalty.
Not moving forward.
That's 2. At least this time if there's a third penalty, someone will go to another player will go to the bin. Oh, I think I felt that fall from here.
The ground shook.
Johnny, he looks like he's all right.
He's a little bit
moving into the wing, just taking stock of the knee joint and the ankle joint.
Yep. So, Abby.
In the last minute here, right? So, what's fantastic to see about this?
Great hands.
Oh, great hands, great catch, great. Well done, Old School to finish off like that. As they make their way back to halfway, there's a lot of great clubmen out here playing in this particular mixed grand final. John Peeney, who is obviously a Sharks representative, but at Palm Beach, all of our tournaments, all of our competitions, they're out here organising. Tristan's the same. You know, Kylie, Steve O'Keefe, running around here, part of our committee. It's great to see these people are having great fun and getting a reward for their effort making a grand final in the mixed Division 1. But
that's right. John even ref for us on the weekend up at Redlands and the junior carnival. Loves reffing.
Dave
loves
Marr
blowing the whistle
as well, even though he's an Australian player, very involved with our junior coaching program, as are yourself, of course. And
Dave, our head coach at the moment with our juniors, overseeing all of our coaches.
So on behalf of Palm Beach Touch, to all those players out there that are part of our committee, and to the rest of them that aren't, we just want to say a big thank you to you.
There's one last try there for Airmech.
30 seconds to go.
Mook Jr. gets I would say, the final touchdown of the game.
Out to 10-4, and it's a comprehensive victory for Airmech. And you'd say that probably, Old School, they went missing for about 5 minutes a touch, and it was the equivalent of 6 touchdowns.
So it's looking like Old School have pretty much conceded here. There's still 40 seconds on the clock, is there?
We're down to 20. We're down to 20. Down to the last 20. In fact, it's less than that. We're down to 2 seconds.
We're shaking hands.
Food is about to go. Congratulations to McKnights.
Any drawn games, referees raise your hands. For drop-offs, drawn games, please. Referees raise hands.
On your Division 1 Championship in Season 1 2019, McKnights 10-4 over Old School Touch.
Yeah, well done to Airmech. We might have to look at the salary cap restrictions next year, Matt.
Yes.
I think they might have been over the salary cap there, Airmech, if we look at the payments made to players. Well done to them.
It's been a quality division. I mean, in the semi-final last week, we had Peter Norman and Danny Davis knocked out with their team. So there's been some quality plays in our mixed Division 1 here on a Monday night down this end of the coast at Palmy.
Great to see Pete and Danny down here having a run around with pretty much most of their friends in the team and having a bit of fun and just enjoying playing touch with their mates.
Field 6.
Well, we do have a drop off at field 6 while that goes on. Just if you're looking at this game on YouTube and you're thinking, boy, I'd love to get down there and play, our new season registrations are open.
Referees ready.
PalmBeachTouch.com. Go there and put your team together. We're also announcing this evening our Super Series competition for Season 2 2019 with an awesome offer of playing Super Series here at Palm Beach Touch for only $99. There'll be some more announcements about that through the evening. Good to see the teams together in the middle here, showing their camaraderie, and even though they fought it out, they all know each other. We played together. We'll have our affiliate cup teams together at the end of this year in December for Queensland State Cup, and so these teams, or a lot of these players, will be part of that as well.
Where's that affiliate cup being held, Matt?
Just up the north end of the Gold Coast at Coomera in December. I need to double check which weekend in December it is. The second weekend in December? First weekend in December. So it goes, I've just been told here properly that it goes from the 30th of November to the 3rd of December. So shout out to Queensland Touch, who are driving that Queensland State Cup.
As they finish their round, just a reminder, presentations are upstairs.
And we look forward to participating.
Teams, the winners' prizes.
Well, we're only a few minutes away from our next game, and we'll be back live for the start of our Men's Division 1 competition.
Thanks, Matt.